Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Salaki. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kadash, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, peace salutation to the arguments pushing his word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the elect. Alright, and just real quick, right? Through the spirit, right? They talking about banning TikTok, right? So, matter of fact, let me get this. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant to Satan's devices. All right, and this rhetoric of them banning TikTok, all right, is nothing more than a wicked, all right, or a crafty plot, all right, to usher in the famine of the word, okay. But these devils are trying to do it under the guise, okay, of banning TikTok. All right. So, matter of fact, let me get this first. All right. Now, this is over in Israel, I believe it is. But we know that usually, it's pretty much has to start somewhere. All right, and pretty much over in Israel, all right, they're just plainly saying it. But here in America, all right, they have to come, all right, with that serpent like spirit. All right, they have to come indirect, if you will. So let's play it.
Conservative Christian leaders are calling on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to stop a bill proposed by members of his coalition to make it criminal to tell people about Jesus in Israel. Our Jerusalem correspondent Daniel Cohen is live near Tel Aviv with more. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Allison. Good morning, everyone. A big story just before, days before Palm Sunday, Good Friday, and Easter. Sacred time for Christians. Two ultra-Orthodox members of Prime Minister Netanyahu's coalition have introduced a bill that would punish believers for sharing the gospel of Jesus with prison time. United Torah Judaism Knesset members Moshe Gafni and Yaakov Asher introduced legislation last week making it illegal to share in conversation or produce content online, in print, or by mail. Their explanation of the bill emphasizes a warning to stop Christians in particular.
Conservative.
So there you go. All right. And that's, like I said, that's over in Israel. Right. And this is all an attempt. What? All right. That's going into what? The famine of the word. All right. I believe I had another one I wanted to pull up. Right. And I had a video basically showing what, all right, that these devils are butthurt about this truth. Even over in Israel, all right, over in Israel, they had a meeting going into how the so-called the youth, the African American youth over in America is messing up, their status in the world of them being, the people of the Lord. Okay, which is, so what these people, and I don't want to get too in depth with, going into, who they are and, because that's not what this lesson is about. All right, we all know who the synagogue of Satan is. All right, and let me see. All right, and let me see. Right, and we everybody knows who the word, put it like this, the word is going out. All right, and now, all right, they're trying to do away with, all right, the scripture, all right, which is going to usher in the famine of the word. So I played that, right. So let me play this because I can't find the other one. Let me play this right here. All right, because it's bigger than them banning TikTok. All right, and then see, when you dealing with this double, it's always, all right, hidden agenda. All right, that's why you have to dig and search and read the fine, and and kind of get to the fine print. All right, because when you dealing with these doubles, all right, it's always, matter of fact, here it is.
Good morning, everyone. A big story just before, days before Palm Sunday, Good Friday, and Easter. Sacred time for Christians. Two ultra-Orthodox members of Prime Minister Netanyahu's coalition have introduced a bill that would punish believers for sharing the gospel of Jesus with prison time. United Torah Judaism Knesset members Moshe Gafni and Yaakov Asher introduced legislation last week making it illegal to share in conversation or produce content online, in print, or by mail. Their explanation of the bill emphasizes a warning to stop Christians in particular. The punishment, 1 year in prison or 2 years for sharing with someone under the age of 18. Joel Rosenberg is the host of the Rosenberg Report and editor-in-chief of All Israel News. He's also a Jewish follower of Jesus.
Obviously, Jewish people don't agree with Christians, evangelicals or others, about who Jesus is, right? We all know that there's a theological difference, but evangelical Christians...
And let me say this. They ultimately don't believe it. Why? Because they know that Yahweh Shai, or Jesus, Yahweh Shai, the man who you ignorantly call Jesus, are not for them. All right? And this is why they came up with the Talmud. All right? So, this is their way of thumbing, all right, their nose up at Yahweh Shah, or giving the Lord that proverbial finger, if you will, man. All right, but hey, we know that what the scriptures say, the Lord is not mocked. All right, let's go.
And other Christians have been so supportive of Israel and the Jewish people. So to silence, to muzzle, and gag even Israelis like myself and others to say, you can't talk to another person about your faith and why you believe it, that is terrible. That is not freedom.
Although he doesn't agree theologically, Netanyahu has always been a strong friend of evangelicals, speaking at meetings and believing freedom of speech and freedom for Israel's small Christian community should be protected. Now, should this bill gain traction, it could spark a serious clash with the 60 million evangelicals in the United States and 600 million around the world. Gafni first introduced a ban on evangelism in 1999.
And see, ultimately, the reason why they're trying to do away with the scriptures, why? Because the cat is out the bag. All right, they've used the scriptures to manipulate. All right, they use the scriptures to enslave. All right, they use the scriptures to their benefit, and now, all right, that the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, now that you're waking up to who y'all are, all right, the scriptures are no more of a benefit to them. So it's like, hey, it's one of those things where it's like the cat out the bag. Now we're just going to do away with it. We use it, we abuse it, and now we done with it. Right? That's what these devils are doing. Okay, hey, now now they don't want to do nothing, have nothing. Hey, which these Christians, all right, here in America, all right, especially you tribes, all right, has been a big supporter and contributor, all right, to these people that's these heathens, all right, that's over there, okay, within the land. All right, y'all have supported them. All right, and this is how they repay you, man. But that's the spirit of Esau, though. All right, matter of fact, let me get this. Psalm 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. Yeah, and that's what this devil is doing. All right, he's coming in the spirit of, you know, uh, they'll come in the spirit of unity, love, everybody, this, that, and the third. But here it is. All right, they're threatening you with jail time if you speak, okay, about Yahweh Shai. All right, because, hey, what it say? The name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen, man. All right, so let's finish playing this.
Nowhere. United Torah Judaism is in a stronger negotiating position now, though, since Netanyahu needs to keep the party in his coalition, or it could threaten Netanyahu's ability to remain in power.
All right, so, hey, as we see, hey, these these people that they're dragging out their church. All right, they're not worshiping Yahweh Shai. All right, in truth and sincerity. All right, they're not calling on the name of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, they're worshiping. All right, Jesus Christ, man. All right, which is why the Lord is allowing them, all right, to be allowing this to happen, hey, because we're here in the States, all right, and we're pushing this thing hot and heavy, man, all right, and no one's actually coming up against us as of now. All right, now we know the persecution coming. Okay, we understand what's going on. All right, we get it. All right, but at the end of the day, we're gonna have a protection. All right, these people don't have no protection. All right, when these devils come to persecute us, all right, the Lord is going to lift up a standard. All right, He's going to lift up a standard. The Lord is going to protect us. Okay, let's get this right here. So that leads me to this. All right. So let me read Psalms 55 again. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. Yeah. So, which bring me back to them banning TikTok. Now, them banning TikTok, all right, that's their words banned smoother than butter, because they're saying what TikTok is a threat to national security. TikTok, the Chinese is harvesting the American people data, so on and so forth. All right, but when you get down to the nuts and bolts of everything, all right, come to find out, this is a more sinister plot behind it. All right, I got 2 videos that I got, and we're gonna go from there.
If you want to stop the ban on TikTok, you need to stop scrolling right now. This restrict bill isn't even about TikTok. TikTok is the distraction. Yes, of course, they're going to ban TikTok if this bill passes. However, what they're not saying, if you actually read the bill, if you look at the fine print...
Yeah, like she said, it's a distraction. All right, while you people thinking about TikTok, all right, it's this thing is way bigger than TikTok. All right, this thing is all right. This is them trying to suppress the word of the Lord, man. That's all this is. All right, if you can receive it, read in between the lines, you'll realize that's exactly what this is. Let's go.
It's allowing the government complete and utter control over anything that accesses the internet with over 1 million users. Yeah, those video games that you love so much are at risk. The government can ban any video game they deem fit. Do you have any cameras around your house that is being accessed through a website that over 1 million users use, like, I don't know, Ring or any other video devices? Yeah, the government can now access everything without asking permission or telling you that they're doing it. No, they get to do whatever they want. So for everybody who doesn't even like TikTok, this is going to affect you in some sort of way. Your freedom of speech, your freedom of privacy. In this law, you will have to provide your own personal information to access anything. If you want to be on social media, you will have to provide a license. Yeah, you'll have to provide proof of identity. So if they ban...
See, so, like she said, you're going to have to, if you want to get online, all right, once this thing totally goes down, all right, and they reboot it and they bring it back up, yeah, you're going to, with this CBDC, this digital currency, all right, because when this digital currency come into effect, it's not just going to be digital currency. All right, you're going to the digital currency. All right, it's going to be other things that's going to come along with that, such as the 5G, AI robots. All right, drones. All right, automated systems being bought online. All right, the RFID chip. All right, we're moving into the next phase of this thing. All right, and in the next phase of this thing, all right, you're not going to be able to speak freely. All right, online. If you go online, you're going to have to provide some type of form of ID. All right, along with that, you're going to have what not credit scores. What they call it, social credit score. All right. So, people thinking it's just, okay, you got the CBDC. No. This reset is going to, all right, entails a lot of different it's going to be a lot of different moving parts to it. Okay? Hey, that's why they call it the new world. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a new world. All right, we're going to go from what we see now to literally in the world of like iRobot. All right, we're going to go from what we see now to literally in the world of the movie Demolition Man. That's where we're going at with this whole thing. Let's go.
And you on Instagram? Yeah, you're not going to be able to make a new profile. And for everybody saying, just get a VPN. Yeah, you will get in trouble, not only financially, but legally. If they find out that you're using a VPN, you can be jailed for up to 20 years and be fined anywhere from $1,000 to $1 million.
So what is that? All right, that's what you call famine of the word. All right, now over in Israel, they're saying that what if you get caught preaching the word, what you could get, you probably can get fined, but you could spend 2 years up in prison. All right, over here they're basically saying the same thing, but they just twisting it with a little twist. All right, if you get caught, you use a VPN or whatever, you get caught online, you accessing, let's say you got, brothers that's putting up lessons, all right, or you putting up, like I'm doing now, all right, you get caught putting up, lesson or whatever, just that and the third, and the Bible, because they're actually trying to ban the Bible over there in America, all right, they're calling it what? They're calling it hate speech. So you get caught preaching the Bible on a platform, all right, they're going to want to persecute you. All right, that's the famine of the word. All right, that's the persecution. All right, all these things coming. Hey, call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, we're here. This is what we've been waiting on. Let's go.
So when you say when they ban TikTok, I'll do this then, that's not going to help. You can't wait. If you wait, you're part of the problem. Everybody needs to call their representatives, a local representative and their 2 state senators. Call.
All right, and what you don't understand is your representative, all right, they don't, in the new, hey, they don't represent you. All right, they represent, all right, their constituents. They represent the elites, man. All right, these people don't get through their head. All right, that the American government, all right, is, for hire. The Constitution pretty much is voided out. All right, and you people are left, okay, out to dry, man. You've been sold out. All right, you got people call your representative, call this, call. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, it's all in vain. Because first and foremost, what prophecy has to come to pass. And prophecy says what? That it will be a famine of the word. Prophecy says what? All right, that the dollar will collapse. All right, that CBDC, all right, will be followed up by what? The RFID chip. All right, which is what? The mark of the beast. Let's go.
Email. Send a freaking letter. Go and show up to their office. Any event that they are speaking at, go. Make them listen to you. That's 3 representatives for every state. 50 states. That's 150 people. Against 150 million American TikTok users. We need to keep going. We need to keep fighting. We need to keep pushing. And the only thing that's actually going to make a difference is getting to your representatives. Now, when you contact them, you have to make sure to be very nice about it. You can't be rude because it's more threatening when it's coming from somebody with a nice, cool, collected, calm tone. You're going to let them know that you are against the Restrict Act. You are against them banning TikTok. And you're going to explain to them why this app is so important to you and why you're so against the Restrict Act. And then most important, you're going to threaten that if they go ahead and pass this bill, that you will spend all of your newfound time and energy volunteering for their competitor and make sure they have the best chance of winning so that they are out of office for sure.
And she's delusional. Why? Because their competitor, all right, are going to be pretty much on the same in the same mind frame. All right, they're going to be whoever you vote for. All right, to pull these people out of office. That person you're voting for, all right, is going to push the same agenda. All right, now they're going to tell you. All right, they're going to tell you what? That they're against this and they're against that, and good cop, bad cop. And what they're going to do, they're going to get in there and they're going to push their agenda. All right, because everybody know what that politicians are liars, man. All right, let me get this. This is Micah 2:2, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses, and they take them away. Salakia. Still rolling. That's Satan. Let me get back to it. Satan be trying to hinder. Right? So, let me get this. Micah 2:2. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's what they're ultimately trying to do. All right, they're trying to oppress, all right, the word of the Heavenly Father. All right. All right, they're trying to oppress this word. Okay? Let's go.
How we use the internet is about to fundamentally change forever, and it's terrifying. This is Bill S686, also known as the Restrict Bill. You'll probably know it as the TikTok ban bill, but it does so much more than just that. It actually does more than any bill I think we've ever seen. I encourage everyone to read it by going here and clicking the text tab, but here are the main takeaways. Foreign adversaries can change by definition, but a few are already listed. They are the People's Republic of China, including Hong Kong, Special Administration Region, the Republic of Cuba, the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and of course, the Russian Federation and Venezuela under the regime of Nicolas Maduro Moros. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but these definitions can change at any time. The bill covers hardware technology like modems, routers, and home cameras, and virtual tech like VPNs, and basically bans them if they are manufactured by or used to contact and deal with foreign adversaries. Speaking of VPNs, using VPNs to bypass banned apps such as TikTok is made a criminal act under this bill, and the penalty is a minimum imprisonment of 20 years and a minimum fine of $250,000 or $1 million, depending if you knowingly did so to access banned content. The bill gives the federal government the power.
So, let's say if you try to access banned content, all right, which is that could very well be this truth, all right, because we know they're going to ban it. So if you try to access this, what you're going to be facing what 20 years in prison, all right, a fine. Hey, they going hard, man. All right, and this is Esau's way of what. He's trying to come under the guise of banning TikTok. Hey, but that's why I say we are not ignorant to Satan devices, man. Let's go.
Power to monitor any activity used by banned apps such as TikTok is made a criminal act under this bill, and the penalty is a minimum imprisonment of 20 years and a minimum fine of $250,000 or
that's a minimum of 20 years. For a app, that don't make no sense. All right, $250,000 or $1 million fine. All right, why the desperate measures? Why? Because this truth is going out on a high level, man. Let's go.
$1 million, depending if you knowingly did so to access banned content. The bill gives the federal government the power to monitor any activity used by these suspected devices, virtual or otherwise. Essentially, they can monitor what you are doing at home 24/7 without even informing you. This includes things such as routers, video games, streaming apps, smart thermostats, ring cameras, basically anything that uses the internet. Now, the real terrifying part of all of this, as if that all wasn't terrifying enough, is that the bill goes on to state that this will happen by the president appointing a secretary of communication. That secretary then forms a group on their own without any voter input whatsoever. This group can have meetings behind closed doors. They don't have to disclose anything. They can ban and deem anything inappropriate or a risk to security.
So there you go. They could ban anything they deem a risk to security, all right, and they don't have to. They basically operating with impunity, all right.
Any moment in time, and if they group on their own without any voter input whatsoever, this group can have meetings behind closed doors. They don't have to disclose anything. They can ban and deem anything inappropriate or a risk to security at any moment in time, and if
ban anything inappropriate. All right, this is why you got guys getting their channels taken down. They content struck. All right, getting strikes on their pages because what they deeming it inappropriate.
They do, they can go through your instant messages, your emails, texts, basically anything that uses the internet, and they can censor it. So in summary, this bill can effectively...
Anything that uses the internet, they can censor it. Okay? AKA, all right, this truth. So the famine of the word is, hey, like everything else, the famine of the word is here, man.
Ban anything the government deems inappropriate extremely quickly without warning. The ramifications of this range from breaking up mass communication methods to even watching the cameras in your home, aka spying on you. It really is that bad, and I am not speaking in hyperbole. Please contact your reps. I have a video on my TikTok ban playlist on how to find your representatives and tell them if they vote for this, you will support their opponents in their next primary. If I missed anything in this bill, please...
Esau lost in the sauce. All right, this bigger than contacting your rep, man. All right, they don't realize that, okay, we're going into that new world order, man. Amos 8 and 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even into the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Now, more than likely, what's going to happen is, through the Spirit, and it's just me speaking as a man, they'll pass this bill through and make it, and ban this truth, all right, offline, right? And then what's going to happen is you'll have brothers hitting the highways and hedges, all right, and just pushing it, without the unicorn, all right, just pushing it without the unicorn. Are you going to have people online looking for the word of the Lord? They're not going to find it. All right, then they ultimately going to be looking, for the brothers that's on the corners that's preaching the word. All right, and that's probably going to last only for a certain bit of time, and then eventually will be pulled off the street. All right, and that's going to be the completion of the famine of the word. It said, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Yeah, right? It says, and in that day shall the fair virgin and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the you're gonna faint of thirst of not getting the word. All right, because you're not gonna have the bread of life. All right, you're not gonna have the living waters to sustain you. All right, what it say? Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. All right, and the wisdom and knowledge that you need, that you're gonna need to sustain you for what's to come, is the scriptures. All right, and not just the scriptures, but the scriptures broken down correctly. All right, in truth and sincerity. All right, without that, you're going to be through. All right, not having a name, calling on Yahushua. Calling on Ahaya, calling on Jesus Christ, all right, calling on Allah, all right, Buddha, all right, Saint Mary, all right, things of that nature. Hey, you're going to be through. All right, so just wanted to go into this to show you that the TikTok ban is something that's just they're using the TikTok ban to as a front to something more sinister, which is what, to usher in, all right, the famine of the word, of hearing the word of the Lord, man. All right, so hey, through the Spirit, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you were edified with that. I'm gonna say shalom.